You do not have mayonnaise with a roast dinner. You heathen. Yeah, I tried ketchup once with a roast dinner and gravy. It did not go well. I remember being a
Oh
kid
no,
opening that.
that I imagine. But I do
But
not
yeah.
think that mustard is fit for human consumption. I do not understand people eating mustard.
What's wrong
What
with
about English?
mustard?
Yeah, but what about English mustard? Because English mustard's proper spicy.
Have
I
you-
make my own
look,
mustard. I
Sal,
make my own mayonnaise.
Yeah.
This is
get yourself a breast of chicken,
not
Alright.
like
Yes.
that.
cut it open,
Yeah.
put some mustard seed in there, and then wrap it in bacon, and then cook it off and eat that. Honestly,
Well-
it will just blow your mind.
Yes. Mustard seeds, I understand. Like sometimes I eat something with a few mustard seeds in between there. It adds to the taste, but actual mustard is just like fucking. It looks like fucking diarrhea, and I imagine almost tastes like it.
So if your diarrhea looks like that, you should see a doctor. Because I don't know about yours, but ours is like bright yellow. It's like, no.
Then you're
What's
buying
this
the
thing?
wrong stuff.
What
It's
about
just- what's this
horseradish?
thing?
What's
Oh,
everyone's views on
horseradish is the
horseradish?
same. Ugh. Ah.
Hang on.
But
I'm
it is in the same family of tastes that I
Hmm?
dislike, like horseradish and
What is this?
I don't know. Peppercorn sauce on
I
steak.
feel like I feel like it's an inside joke. I want to know what it is.
It is basically the last one that does this gets a thumb up the butt. No, I learned this from you and your friends. Oh, that's the bunky.
Oh, we do this. If you look at the ring, you get punched. I'm never looking that high up when I'm looking at you lot. So.
I feel
Toby
so
always
fucking
looks to
old
the
Just
now.
floor.
saying. Just saying.
He's always looking down.
Look at my eyes. I'm fine with it. Man.
Joby's eyes are permanently at boob level. Just for the accidental swipe. over. Oh boy. I'm having fun. I need a beer.
Really?
I think he said he was gonna join.
Join the Discord.
Yeah.
Being on Discord, but not in game.
He can share my screen. if you like.
Maybe
Still
his
having
clock
this
was also.
nagging- Sorry, you go first.
No, go ahead. No.
No,
No,
I
you-
just stated something that I stated previously, that I quite certain I forgot something regarding Fantasy Grounds, but I don't know what.
Everything.
You haven't
No.
sorted out your character yet and leveled up.
Everything.
Like you're supposed to be level 9 like the rest of us.
Big Lorem. Oh, Big Lorem's not working.
Wait, level 9?
Level 8. Level 8. If you
God damn
release
it.
your own character, I can bring up a second instance on my other screen and share that with him. And log in. Thanks, Glenn. When he's tries to. That way he'll have all his character shit. I can try. Username already in use. I have to choose a different name. Oh wait. What's the code for it? Quiet look fucking fire, right?
Laggy and buggy.
Sally,
Quiet luck bucking fighter.
name Joe's luck today.
Oh, shit. I forgot. Yeah, I've seen this one a few times, so I have to come up with something.
The Amish look, isn't it? What you're going for? The white t-shirt.
Brother Ezekiel.
Well, In that case, it's ex-Amish. That's the look to me.
Amish that found an iPad.
No, but I'll keep the
Nah.
beard.
He
Never
changed his
left
own
the
butter.
party.
Good. He
Still
changed his
go
own
out,
butter,
by the
good.
way, and raise the level real quick, or does that take too long?
No, go for it.
I even had my
Oh,
ramen noodles
nice.
shirt on.
Nice. That's a cool shirt, Joe.
I fucking love my ramen noodles, man.
Tell me. I didn't see it.
Yes, you do.
I do. I love my top ramen.
It can't show us. I didn't see it. Stand up. Let me see if the ramen t-shirt. Oh, instant.
Instant
Oh
lunch.
yeah.
Oh,
Did you see
instant
that?
lunch.
Did you see the little sexy little dance
Uh-huh.
that he did? I've got the
Ooh.
truffle
In a
shuffle.
way, it's so American that you would call ramen instant lunch.
Yeah. That's actually one of the brands, and then there's another one that is Top Ramen, is what it's called.
Oh, I know that one.
It's the same exact ramen, just labeled differently.
And cheaper?
My game crashed.
That's
Somebody have a look.
such-
Tell me if you can see this Trish's screen. Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, I can
cool.
see it.
Wait, I can level up within the server?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Gosh, can. That's how we all do it. That's probably what's fucking it up, because every time you're changing your character, then you're re-importing a new character that's not on the combat tracker.
You drag your other class right to your main, right where it says your level.
Like
Drag
you
it
would
right
if
on
you
the
were
person.
leveling up. Yeah, like if you were leveling up anyway.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you just
Ooh,
find
sexy Luke.
they're like monk class.
Ooh.
Drag monk over to class of monk.
Oh.
Oh yeah, definitely going
Oh,
for
yeah,
4th level
baby.
monk.
My hangover
Oh.
tee. That's such a lovely t-shirt.
Look, do the Atlas man. The... Oh my god.
Loving it.
All right. Sorry, Sebastian, you've been replaced. You've been replaced. You're no longer my number one. It's Luke, 100%.
New calendar girl.
My bank is fully fully refreshed. Thank you.
Join my OnlyFans.
Stop.
Where do I go to
Stop.
level up?
All right, you go to library,
Yeah.
you go to classes. But
Just load up
take
classes.
yeah,
Classes
you
on the
should see
top.
classes, Alwyn, on the right hand side.
Classes. I went to module to library and I came into the module area.
No. On the right hand panel, you should see classes. You should see like characters, notes, images, story, NPCs, items, classes, feats, skills.
Classes
races,
is
stuff.
not underneath it. It only says NPCs, items, and then it stops.
Okay. Watch my screen. Watch my screen. I'll just show him. I'll guide him through it.
Let the DM speak.
Library.
Yeah. Bar 3, Monk 4. What? Oh yes. Yeah. Monk. Yeah. Seriously, that's that easy?
Mm-hmm.
Welcome to Fantasy Grounds, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, almost.
If there's any like spells or actions that are related to your leveling up, you might have to drag them from spells, from the effects coding spells.
I get Stunning Strike as an attack, and I get an extra attack on my turn. So I get 2
Stunning
attacks.
Strike is in there.
Has Joby
Needs to
frozen
learn
for
that.
anyone else?
Yes.
Yeah, but Stunning Strike Stunning Strike is already in the list.
Yeah, Sabasa added it, I think.
Stunning strike.
But that
Alright, I love
means
you, baby.
I now have a extra
Love you too.
attack. So 2 attacks and a bonus. Yes.
What did I get inspiration for?
And if I spend it. And if I add a key point, I get 2 attacks, 2 bonus attacks, and with another key point spent, I can actually get another attack.
Nice.
Key points are expensive, though.
Yeah, but do your attacks actually work now? Because last time you only rolled a d4, so it was shit.
Also, I need 1 monk key point there, because I'm level 5 monk now. Don't know how to add that. Five at this moment, as I'm level 5 monk, and each level monk gives you 1 key point.
I love the way you say monk.
Monk.
Very Dutch.
Mhm.
You say monk in Dutch.
Monk.
Monk.
Hello. So I
Okay.
have a very long Ethernet cable that runs from router.
And it's dying again.
And that works perfectly.
Five
Oh,
of the
there he is.
Oh, there you go.
five of the
Yeah.
wires. Five of the
Joby.
wires.
Joby, stop.
Double broken.
You completely broke out. You have to start over. Oh,
On the top!
it's stuck again. Shit. Joby.
Shouldn't have had a pause.
Sexy lips. Add it.
He must be
And
listening
he's
to
got-
Barry White.
There. At that point, I still have the same amount. I just need to click 1 away every time we relog.
Well, if he said the Ethernet cable was cut, I know. Like even if you pinch the skin and it rips open the skin on some Ethernet
Mhm.
cables, it won't give you internet no more.
No. Or like
Or
very, very unreliable internet.
Very, very shoddy. Like I remember one time a cat bit through just the skin of my freaking Ethernet cable
Oh, yeah?
and completely killed my Ethernet cable. I was so mad.
It's
I
also
remember-
like one of those things that you don't necessarily have a spare one in the house.
exactly. Like you don't think about Ethernet cables, you know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Let's buy 2.
I
Your
see
run will be
6
late.
at the moment, plus something called a new spell. Weapons.
Your weapons list.
Your rune
Everything is
said it would be
frozen up
late,
for me.
Coins. Your rune said it'll be late. And hopefully Joby can get it distorted. My wife got me this new cup today for like to take to the races and stuff. This big huge thing, right?
That's a bottle, Joe.
And I told her it's kind of awesome because now I have to fill it with beer. To go to the race. Yeah, to go to
There's
the
no
races,
other way.
right? To go to the races, I have to fill this thing up with beer. 'Cause who the
Wait,
fuck
can you
drinks water?
fill it with carbonated stuff?
Yeah, and it's supposed
Okay.
to keep it. It's supposed to keep it cold for like 10 hours or something. It's a really
Sick.
fancy cup.
Is Joby
But
alive again?
I was just so super
Fantasy Ground
excited.
crashed again. God damn it.
Mhm.
Fucking everybody's internet today, man.
Oh, Joby is now loading into Fancy Grounds.
You with us, Joby?
I don't know. Can you hear me?
Yes, yeah.
Yeah.
I
That's
don't.
all.
I'm
You
not
always
sure.
say no.
I don't know if I can play.
What's wrong?
I have a Ethernet cable that connects my PC to my router, but the cables have been severed because they run through a door, and the door's been opened and shut so many times recently that it's kind of severed them. So I got a wireless card that I've just shoved in, but it just keeps dropping the connection. So
Yeah, we can hear it in your voice.
Mm-hmm. We talking Discord or Windows? Go on then. Yeah. Yeah. I've just tried that. Update the drivers. Oh,
Disable LAN.
go on.
Yeah, carry.
Yeah. Yes. But the bandwidth.
Yeah. Yeah, I think so. I know it is on mine.
I can change the wireless mode. I can change the QoS support, LTH, LF diff, enable adaptivity, bandwidth, and adaptivity power. They're the only things I can change. I can try and change that, I guess. Let's try BG and see if that's any better.
BG is slower, but it has more range.
How's this?
Sounds. Wait, say something else.
I'm a little teapot, short and stout. Here's my handle.
this
Here's
is
my
good.
spout. Is this
Yeah,
better
yeah,
than it
yeah.
was? Yeah.
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 I've changed it to G instead of BG.
Okay. Okay, is Alwyn
no.
crapping out right now?
Guys,
Yeah, he
Oh,
just
no.
said stupid Windows update in WhatsApp chat.
Wow, what is happening today? It's a witching hour.
Should we play
Right.
some Quiplash while we're waiting for everyone to get fucking.
Oh.
Bye, Owen. Hello.
And there he is. It updated his microphone.
It did.
Webcam.
Works now, yeah. Yeah.
It says it's still working, so
There you
apparently
go.
not.
Sure.
Wait, who was doing the X split VCam? That was Alwyn,
I
wasn't
think
it?
it was rolling, yeah.
Oh,
That
got
was
him.
me.
I split VCam.
Oh, that was Joey. So sad.
What the hell is
Almost.
XSplit VCam?
No
Yeah,
idea.
that's what he would say. Yeah.
Honestly, have you not noticed by now that I absolutely do not know anything about computers?
Yes or no, yeah.
I did, but I distrust your abilities.
I didn't have a computer until I was 21 because my parents didn't believe computers were the future. So every single project for school I needed to do, I had to do on a typewriter or by hand.
Awesome.
Which
What
made
kind of
me
nerd
fail
are you?
for each and every one.
Yes.
It's probably actually a Discord thing, Owen. You could probably go into voice and video in Discord and get your webcam open.
I'll
too
have
much.
someone look to add it soon, but
Nerd.
he threatened my sister. He's not coming anywhere near me.
Mm-hmm.
It's already
No,
set to max power.
My sister gave him the finger when he was making kissy faces at her, and he got very upset about that.
Wow, are the Dutch really that easily offended?
No, he is.
No. Yep. No,
Fucking
actually,
Nancy.
the Dutch are notorious swearers. While abroad, I think a lot of Dutch people had to learn not to swear as much in the United States, for example.
Oh, the British have to do that as well.
Oh yeah, and the Dutch also love to swear by using horrible disease. Like one of the Dutch favorite swears is literally cancer. Yes. Where Americans say fucking, the Dutch might say cancer. It's slightly not done in recent years, but we used to do a lot.
Creative. That's also one we use.
We just make
there's a
paedophile jokes
whole
here.
myriad of diseases we use.
Yeah.
Typhus, cholera.
The
Yeah.
monkey's out of the sleeve now.
I'll just call you a nonce instead.
Are-
Nonce.
Nonce.
You fucking nonce.
What is a
That's actually
nonce?
quite an insult.
It's a
is
derogative
a-
term for someone who's a homosexual.
No, it's a paedophile.
Really?
What?
It's a
No.
pedophile.
Yeah, it is when you're noncing. You're touching kids, are you? Because I'm telling you not to
I
touch
was-
kids.
Hello,
Hello, YouTube. Click like and subscribe.
Wow, I've put Luke to 43% and he's still loud.
I could just let me two. Yeah, because I like it when a nonce goes down.
Oh,
Fuck
now
no.
he's very
I've
not
turned it
loud.
down a bit now. Yeah.
Yes, thank you. Are we waiting for you, Jeroen? Because EDA is not clear. Oh, you're talking about me, aren't you?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah. So I wanted to have this conversation with you guys just because I notice for myself and from others, like the occasional frustration on how we approach things. And my thinking was that we simply have never talked about this. And I made a simple list of things to discuss, basically. And yeah, well, I'll just start, I guess. So, what I was thinking about with things like how we approach things, like what's the next step, or what are we doing now, or like the talks we've had about things happen, like fights happening too soon, or whatever. I think all that stuff relates a little bit to like how we interact with each other and the game. And for example, we've had situations where we would interrupt each other, like where I've been guilty of this myself. So don't feel pointed the finger at you, any one of you in particular, but just as something that happens at the table. And I think there's like two ways, for example, how interruptions happen. There's like character interruptions, where basically one person would say, I'm going to torture this guy. And it would be obvious if another character would say, I don't want that to happen. Like, that does not fit my character or whatever. So I feel like there's a distinction where a character interrupts another character in speaking or in action. It makes total sense. It's gameplay. But when we're just playing and as a player, we interrupt the game basically for something else to happen, that's a whole different animal. And I think there's something related. For example, when the game is very chaotic at certain points, I feel like people like me find it very easy to speak up, step forward, but that's not necessarily the case for everyone. And I feel like I'd like to give people more space to do so. Like when 3-4 people are already talking, how's the next person going to step in when it's already chaotic? And I had 3 suggestions for that. One is simply everyone needs to think, whatever I want to do, can it wait? Which is an easy question. Because sometimes it can, and it's better to just let something happen and then do your thing. But sometimes you don't want to have the situation progress too far because it will be too late for the character to do something relevant. So I discussed this with Sebas earlier. Instead of like having to interrupt a conversation to say, "Oh, DM, before this ends, I would really like to be able to this," maybe just like type into chat, like, "When this is done, I want to do something," or something. And the third one is as a last resort, when shit is going down and it's chaotic as fuck, and like everyone's talking through each other, but it's because it's a big happening or situation. Maybe either the DM says, maybe let's put this into initiative order, or maybe we could ask, like, this is getting way too hectic, can we please do this in initiative order? And the last part was when we decide what to do, I've heard a couple of us say that there is never time to discuss stuff like backstory, character progression. What are we actually going to do? Like, what's the big idea, the big plan of the group? And I think we would need to do 2 things. I think we should check in more with each other as characters. Like just simply asking, what do you think about this situation? Which gives the other player a lot of room to either just give a reply or also give a bit of motivation from the character back. Like if we just ask each other stuff, what do you think? What do you want to do? Where should we go? Do you trust this person? Are you sure we should do this? Like questions like that open conversation, just like in real life, I guess. And I think we should allow each other to press on the brakes. So if something is like rolling, but not everyone is like in a go flow with it, maybe just like we should all feel safe and confident to just say, wait, hold up, I want to discuss this, and have other people like react to that in a way that we open discussion instead of, no, we should go. And these are things that like I would need to do myself as well. But I think if we just talk about it as this sounds reasonable and we all know about this, we can like play along those ideas, like if we know other people know this, we have more confidence that it will happen. That's what I mean. So this is my TED talk. Thank you for listening. I now give the floor to you.
Well, break it down. And I was talking to Bass about this on Call of Cthulhu, that our group likes to slow down sometimes just to chew on scenery. Like I think isn't it Curse of Strahd only supposed to take, like you said at the start, like 6 months to complete? And oh, I was going to say because a year and a half in. Like I don't know if we're going too fast or too slow sometimes. Like, and as you say, we do rush kind of from place to place. I would like sessions where we just literally sit down, but then I don't know if everyone would be on board for like, because that'd be an RP heavy session.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think we could all use that. A little bit of downtown.
You still there, Joby?
Yeah, I'm here.
Oh, there you are. What's your thoughts?
I am here. No, I agree.
Okay, sure.
I it's like I was having the conversation with you and Joe about it and the way I see it, how I feel about it. Yeah, I agree. It does get very hectic, and sometimes the situation gets to a place that you feel like you want to do something, but you're worried unless you speak up that the situation would have already resolved and you've missed your opportunity.
Yeah.
But in doing so, you do sometimes end up steamrolling and talking over people, which is really
Yeah.
difficult. And it makes the other person who's being steamrolled annoyed at the situation. It's happened on more than one occasion that I've been on both sides of that. I've been the one who's been steamrolled, and I've also been the one steamrolling.
Yeah.
So it's a crappy situation. I think the whole initiative turn when there's a high volatile situation going on, I think having an initiative so everybody is having a reaction to what's going on is a good idea. Because in like, I don't understand the conversation when you're talking to NPCs progresses, but I feel like if we have like an initiative order in the actions we take, other people can then feel that they can get involved in a conversation, or even if they want to do something completely different, they're still having the opportunity to do it at the time that's relevant to what's going on.
Yeah.
Like you say, like Joe was at the top end with Trish and with
Rudy?
Von
Lauren.
Richten?
No, with Lauren up the top was no, yeah, Von Victon, sorry, up the top in the last session, and that you have to imagine that they're probably doing something. They're not just going to stood still like statues while we're downstairs doing stuff. Whereas if they feel like they're actually doing stuff, do you know what I mean? It's relevant to what's happening downstairs.
So when that's
makes that
happening
all sense.
downstairs, I'm gonna probably, as you say, speak more in the chat at that point. So like that's the conversation that's happening on the other scene.
Right?
But then
Like
it's difficult if you're. But sorry, Joe, I wasn't trying to talk over you.
no. Like on a side thing, like I started whispering other players that are in the same room with me, to have a conversation that way. And that way we're not talking over what's happening there, but we are communicating with each other on what's going on in the room. So that way, when it comes time for us to be able to say, okay, I'm doing this right now, then we've already had that opportunity to discuss it amongst ourselves without adding to what all was already there and bringing more chaos into it. You know what I mean?
Do you not feel that that might? I
Well,
understand why you do that, but doesn't it also mean that you're maybe missing out on stuff that is currently going on?
like for
You might not
example,
have heard something happen.
like for example, last session, at the end of last session, I was standing up there waiting for my turn to be called out, so that way I could be like, oh, I'm just sitting up here looking for a book because I have no idea what's happening downstairs and whatever. And
Yeah,
I
you don't know.
I got called out for not paying attention, but it's still the same thing. You don't have like we were waiting upstairs. Like Von Richten was going to look for a book. I was looking at the shelf for a book, and then all of a sudden, all those chaos broke out, and we didn't have time to say, "I'm going to do this, this, and this." You know what I mean? Like Jeroen didn't even have time to say that he was going to grab us and go downstairs, and it was just a super chaotic moment. And
Yeah.
I think that's when private conversations via whispers while other things are going on. Like it doesn't matter if I miss out what's going on downstairs because I don't know what's going on downstairs.
No,
Because I'm not
exactly.
down
Yeah.
there. You know what I
That's
mean?
also role playing, not knowing.
Right. I'm here in the room right now, staring at a bookshelf, waiting to say I'm looking for a book or I'm gonna like look around and just see what types of titles or whatever is going on. Because I didn't know what was happening downstairs. Like as games, we didn't know what was happening downstairs. So, it's one of those things you got to remember where you're at during all this chaos as well. And, we were all still upstairs, like we had no idea what was going on downstairs, and became a super, super, super chaotic moment. And that's the way it left off. And I mean, it was a little bit frustrating for some of us. You know what I mean? Because
I think it was
instantly,
frustrating for all of us, wasn't it? Like we all had a bit of frustration in the people upstairs as well as the people downstairs.
but it's one of them things, you as a players know that you have that whisper tool during certain events. Maybe talk it over with whoever's in the room with you at that point in time. If something chaotic is happening in
Yeah.
another room, you know what I mean? Just know that you have that whisper tool available, so that way you don't have to break anything that's going on right then and there. You can literally
Yeah.
whisper it to each other. You know what I mean?
But here's the
That's
thing:
just
should we
another
be
tool.
whispering though, or just having the conversation in the chat? Because
Well,
it's not like we
technically
can use
well,
it.
well, I mean, technically we're having the conversation. Either way, we're technically having the conversation, but like we just have to remember that those tools are available, so that
Yeah,
way
yeah.
we can use them. Well, all the chaos that we don't know about is going on.
And also maybe in like speaking as a former DM of this group, I remember very clearly that sometimes as a DM, like you're concentrating on your part, but you have to listen to other people's input to what is happening. And as more people start to deviate from that central line that you're trying to walk, it gets chaotic very fast. So I think maybe in two parts. I think for Sabas it would be, and for us it would be easier maybe if you say, um, "This can wait. I'm gonna finish this first, then like it's your turn after," or unless someone wants to do something now, like maybe we as a group try to keep separated what is happening now and what is going to happen next. But also in Joe's example, where you're like, dude, I'm just waiting here until it's my turn. Like, I would not feel uncomfortable as a DM back then when I made, like, not even a mistake, but overlooked like a situation or something, and you hold that person accountable. Like, I don't think Sebas will feel uncomfortable by us doing that, by saying, like, dude, I was just waiting. But, like, we have to speak up, and sometimes that may feel uncomfortable or like uneasy because we haven't done that much, but it might help, you know?
I think if we all know where we all stand at any given time, I think it would flow a lot easier and a lot better, and people will feel confident enough to be able to voice what they feel like they want to voice.
What do you mean by stand?
Well, like you said, like saying that you were waiting, like you weren't ignoring the situation, that the reason
Ah,
why you weren't doing something was because of that. Like it's
yeah,
about
yeah,
having the confidence to be able to actually say it. And if you know where you stand within the group at any given time, then you feel that you'll be able to do that. You'll be able to
yeah,
voice what it is that you're thinking. Because the
yeah.
worst thing that I found personally is the passive aggressiveness that sometimes rears its head. Like there'll be
Ooh, yeah.
moments, and there's quite a few of them that there'll be a bit of passive aggressiveness. I'm just as guilty as other people of
Oh
doing
no,
that,
I'm very guilty of that shit.
but it becomes a bit tense, and it should never get like that. It's a fun game that we're playing together for fun. Like we're all grown ups, we're all adults. We can all voice how we feel.
Yeah.
Most of us
I
are
think,
adults. Some of you are still children, but it's all about progressing and acting. It's acting like we are actually doing this for fun.
yeah. It should be tense for the characters, not for us, in that
Yeah,
sense.
exactly. Just a quick side note, but I don't know if the rest of you are actually aware of this, but when you're whispering someone, you can just right click on their name and hit whisper. You don't actually have to type their whole name out and shit. For those who don't know or haven't used whisper a lot, I find that's a lot quicker than
Oh, we're
having to
all
type out.
whispering right now. I'm whispering sweet
Oh.
nothings to our GM, so he'd be nice and easy on me.
Well, then I'm really sad because I haven't had a single whisper.
I only
So
got one
I'm-
whisper, so kind of like
Yeah, that was for me.
I
You shut your
know.
face. At least I whispered you. Good damn it. Thanks. Whisper. Wow, that's really original. Thank you, Owen. But
And
yeah,
like,
no,
go
go
ahead.
on. No, go
Oh,
on.
well, I'd really like to put another emphasis on the distinction between like character interruptions and player interruptions, where like like I said, if something is happening and the character wants to interrupt another character in game, I feel like that's completely legit. I just feel like sometimes we try, any one of us has tried to do something, someone else came with like a whole side thing, and it's distracting for the players, but also for the DM, even more so, I think.
Yeah.
So
totally.
I just wanted to make the distinction very clear.
Can we
maybe
call
have
it
a-
Order 69?
Say again.
What? I had 69.
If we want to speak in initiative order, can someone invoke Article 69?
What is that?
Say Order
It's just
69.
it's,
We're talking
Ah.
in order now.
Yeah. Like I request order 69. Yeah. Okay.
can I just
Sorry.
complete side note, sorry, but why is all the whispers that all you lovely people have sent me all been sexual and referring to sexual things? Like,
Why
I love
did
you
everyone
all,
else write?
but they were very
mine was
dirty.
quite-
Like,
mine
I
was
will.
quite crude.
yeah, so was somebody's titties, and yes, 100%, I would. Just saying. Yeah, okay, awesome. Sorry, Arwen, what were you saying? I may have started something. Go on, Arwen,
I
what
gave
were
you my
saying?
reasons, Joby, in the whisper.
Yeah, I saw. Okay, I'm just gonna disable whisper a minute. Go on, Arwen, what were you saying? Sorry.
Well, I had this thing last week where I didn't really understand if you understood that I was at that moment in character. So maybe when we're in character, also a code word, so that there's no confusion as to why we do things.
That's why we do voices. Like mine.
Are we
of course,
gonna
like that. Do a voice.
are we gonna make
Well-
that a rule now that we have to use a character voice?
Oh, what really helps is while talking, you can also address people. So when you, I guess, okay, when you, when you start whatever you're
It's
saying
gonna
with
help.
someone, when you
Hang
start
on, let
whatever
me
you're
finish.
saying,
Talk.
Order 69.
when you're addressing or when you start talking in character, if you use someone else's name to address them while starting with that, it's obvious and clear that you're addressing in character. So when I use my Seraphim voice, but when I say "But von Richten," how do you think that it's obvious that I'm not talking to Luke? You know, that's what I mean. Like there are ways to just address each other in character.
Know this.
But I want to tell you, Alwyn, I think, at least for me, I wasn't frustrated at necessarily your actions. It was just that your actions were the end result of me trying several things for a couple of times and not succeeding because of the table mechanics, so to say.
That
But
That's-
that.
that was my issue with it last session. Is like towards the end when it all started getting chaotic. It's like I was trying to do something by intimidate. What's his face? Whoever's dead now, I can't remember his name now. But while I was waiting, I even did my
Casimir.
row. And yeah,
I had to
Casimir.
think about
Well,
it.
I even did my row, but before I even got even before I got the actual or what happened to it, all of a sudden people were doing other things. It's like, well, hang on a minute. Can we not just wait until that's finished first before we start moving on to the next thing? It's like that's the problem. If someone's been asked to do something, just wait a second and let that actually happen and find out what the consequences are, and then do what it is you're trying to do.
Or even better, help them with it. That's even cooler.
That
I feel
sounds
like-
like a dryer.
The beard hasn't arrived, but the fan of the laptop has.
Hello?
Hey, you doing?
Oh,
Welcome to group therapy.
Hey! Sorry, guys.
From now on,
Therapy.
you can invoke Order 69, just so you know.
But that is actually the
69,
best thing.
okay.
Actually, now
Oh, I
Sal's
know.
on a winner.
Is it nice?
I know.
It is. It's all right. It's a nice calm one.
It takes some initiative, but it's enjoyable.
Hey. No, but Sal's got a great point there.
Biggest
If
thing-
you want to talk to people in character, just literally say their name first. Just make that a point to yourself. Just keep trying that. Like every time that you want to talk to a person, say their name to start off with.
Yeah. It also makes it a lot more obvious
We need-
who you're
Yeah,
talking
keep the-
to.
And keep the flow going.
Yeah.
We need respect for one another. Is
No,
kind of slightly lacking in the fact that we don't have as much decorum as we should, like, or etiquette, I suppose, is what you would actually call it. Like, you have a bit of respect for your other fellow players.
do
That's
you?
what's well, you need it, don't you? I do.
Wow.
I respect all of you. Like, I try and treat you all the way that I want to be treated. I always have done. It's a rule of thumb for me in life. Like, I will always try to treat other people how I want to be treated.
And that's why I love you.
No, you don't
Yeah.
have to whisper it.
The
I think-
exact
I
same
think-
sentence is in my character sheet as a description of Lorem's character.
Oh, that's nice.
Well, to be fair to you, we really don't know you. We really just met you at the bottom of the
I'm aware.
mountain.
No, but I meant like it got very chaotic at that point last week, and I wasn't aware of the fact that Joby was trying to intimidate Casimir. So I just and
If
I
I'm being
just
totally
acted.
honest,
Sorry.
I kind of just killed Casimir because everyone was bickering. If I'm honest,
Yeah,
just
that was very clear. Yeah.
Also very much von Richten's character.
I don't know. Is it though?
Yeah, I've read the books. It's very much his character.
Okay.
DM.
He knows more about Dorrington than us. Tell me.
I used to own a lot of Ravenloft books.
Ah. Should I give Jeroen a little rundown of what we were talking about?
Order 69.
Okay. So, Jeroen, we were talking
good
about
luck.
how
Yeah.
we were talking about the different things that happen at the table that sometimes makes it just too chaotic or confusing or makes people rush into things because they feel like otherwise it won't happen. Like at first, I just made some notes that we started this conversation with. So for one, I noticed that there is a strong difference between character interruptions and player interruptions, where if a character interrupts another, that makes sense gameplay wise because the character wants to stop another or something or whatever, or wants to jump into the conversation, which is something completely different from players interrupting the game, basically. So, like when a thing is happening and the player just adds something into it that is unrelated. That thing, and also in when things get chaotic, that the DM says basically, can this wait when someone interrupts something that is not related or can be done later? Also, if you want to let the DM know that you want to do something when this little thing is done, you can post it in chat so you don't have to verbally interrupt the thing. Basically, that's like an idea. And as a last resort, Order 69 by Luke's naming. The DM or us as players can invoke Order 69, which basically makes everything happen in initiative order. So everyone has their own like time slot to
right.
make something
That's
happen.
pretty cool.
Yeah, so when things get too chaotic and you want to do something or you want to order basically the chaos, Order 69. And also when oh yeah, go ahead.
How do you invoke Order 69 if things are being chaotic? Do you just like interrupt everyone and say, I invoke
Yes.
Order 69?
Yes.
And right.
Or
Okay,
do it
cool.
in the chat. Or actually, in the chat would probably be easier, wouldn't it?
If that doesn't work verbally, I guess.
Well,
Yeah. Yeah,
Pinky
yeah, yeah.
promise, everybody.
Okay,
Pinky
yeah.
promise.
There you go. Okay, and the last bit is like this. It's the last thing. Deciding on next steps. So where we often felt rushed or there is no time to talk. I think there is time to talk, but we lacked like tools. Like just by talking about this, I think we are creating the tools where we say just start a conversation, or maybe if you have an idea on what the next step is, maybe open the conversation by checking in with others. Like, I think this is a good idea. Trish, what do you think, for example? Which opens conversation, and then we create basically time to talk by starting a conversation.
Hello.
And I think also maybe we should allow each other to basically press on the brakes if things move too fast, gameplay wise. Let's just agree, I think, to say that if someone wants to talk about it by pressing on the brakes, be open to it. Like, what is your idea then? Why do you feel this way? And I think those conversations really open up character development and like explaining your backstory, exploring each other's motivations, and not necessarily as a discussion, but as a conversation. That's what I mean. Like, not argument, counter argument, but more like, why do you think this? Because I think if we understand each other's characters better, I think it's a lot more fun to play with that, and it gives us more tools to talk with as well. So those were my thoughts that we started this conversation with.
Can we
Now you're
call-
up to speed.
Can we press on the brakes by shouting "Stop hammer time"?
No, but like I think we should feel everyone. I think everyone should feel confident to say, sure, we should go there, but this is going too fast. As a character, I want to talk about this. Like, it should bring in all of us. It should bring out the reaction. Oh, okay. What is it you're thinking about? If we have the confidence that other people will reply to it instead of just like counter argument or silence, it makes you more eager to talk, basically.
Yay!
Don't talk all at once.
Order 69.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, no,
Well-
that's some really cool ideas. It's...
Don't be afraid to take time.
Yeah, and I think it already. I talked with Joe about this when we were playing Scum just like 2 hours ago. That just.
Get it? You're having an affair. It's fine.
No, but just by having this conversation, I think just that opens up all of this, because we now all have heard each other about how we think about this, and it gives a lot more confidence to act to it.
All on the same page.
Exactly.
I think when we're having a long rest, though, we should act out a bit more about, like, backstories. Because even after a year or so, I still don't know much about people's backstories.
Mm-hmm. But how do you propose doing that?
I don't know. Just like say, when we're agreeing to have a long rest, we actually act out a bit of the long rest.
Yeah, like actually have a conversation.
Mm.
Right, I'm going to sleep for 8
Is it-
hours. Good night.
We've been up
It's
for 4
actually-
hours.
yeah.
Now let's go for a long
Yeah.
rest for 8 hours.
Sweet.
Good night.
Yeah.
I don't
You're
know
right,
who
we-
will use
there should be
strangers.
There should be conversations, right?
Well, act it out a bit more if we're going to start a fire. Someone go and grab the firewood. Someone
Oh,
sit
God.
down. Who's sitting down by the fire? Who's setting up the tents?
Basically,
Oh.
like resting in
Rations.
Pathfinder Kingmaker.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah. Well, I do think that if I think most of us want this. I think what everyone needs an icebreaker to do so. So even if it's just like you as a character inviting someone to sit next to you, that's basically all you need.
Yeah.
to have a conversation. But like you have to, as we hear that we're having a long rest, I think you should remind yourself of like who am I in who or rather who would my character be interested in at this moment, considering the story, considering the situation, considering what happened, considering where we are. Yeah, just invite someone to sit next to you. It's that easy.
Lovely.
Never really is, though.
Nope.
No, people have their own plans and their own desires. They sometimes clash with other people.
This is what
Sure.
we need to discuss.
But you won't
tonight,
know
so
that
everyone
until you talk to
knows.
each other,
Yeah.
That's
and
quite
then if you know that
quintessential
you
what you're saying.
right, and then if you know that you would inevitably crash with that person, then you would move on to the next person, talk to the next person, see if you have somebody that you can have a common bond with, and then you can just build on it from there, mechanically.
Man.
Men in tights, 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 rolling round.
I feel like we should start.
Or,
Hmm.
or just waiting to make that connection with someone, right?
Mm-hmm.
Mashing them, more likely.
Seraphim would be stepping away as that happens.
Hello. I go back to asking the caretaker if about the book I was after before. I am Sabax. Is it changed from before? Is it? Okay. Investigation. Perceptions +1. Investigation is 0. So perception it is. Oh, with disadvantage. God damn it. Exhaustion. Exhaustion. La- la- Lathander. Well, I'm interested in anything that might help with either my training or with making my weapons a little bit better. Maybe a book that might help me with my technique for, I don't know, like hitting things. So maybe some training manuals of some advanced maneuvers I can practice to improve my skills. That is my turn, yes.
I do not. The voices that I hear, are they the same voices that I heard slash saw in my dreams about this place? Would I still remember that? Behind me? Yeah.
Awesome.
It-
20.
Yudun grabs
20,
a fucking bag of D6s, D4s.
I have this and this.
Ooh.
Ooh.
The pink ones? Fair enough. Okay, how many? Yeah. Okay. It is 15. Want me to show the camera? Okay, well, I think the wire is too short anyway. But yeah. What are they saying? Okay.
Type.
Okay. Okay. I think I will follow Bax upstairs. And once upstairs, I'm. Right. Right, so once upstairs, I will ask the rope skeleton where I can find certain books about how this place was built, who built it, and what kind of powers were in here. Yes.
Yes. did I do that again? Twice the dice.
There's
That's
also a
the
button that says
first.
different.
That's the second. Oof. Ugh.
Wow.
That hurts. I stand still at the moment because I don't trust these sarcophagi for any bit anymore after being seriously hurt by the one in the south. I halt every movement, just stand there looking very agitated. That will be my turn.
I go over to the bookshelf that I was at previously, and I just look around for any sort of title that would let me know. That would let me know if it was like I'm looking for like a title about smaller gods or gods, period, or some kind of deities, and that's it for me. Yeah. Well, I do remember that it stretches further up than we can see. I know there's quite a few books here, and I do remember him saying that there is all the knowledge is here. We just have to look to find it. So I'm literally just gonna, scramble along the shelves, look at titles, and see if I find anything relevant to the gods that were here before, or some form of, what they used to pray to here. Anything along those lines. With exhaustion. That'll be it for me for right now.
Mm-hmm. Seraphim wanted to move away as he started smashing the crates. Is that not soon enough? Yeah. What is the result of him smashing the crates? Is there something in there? Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay. Seraphim turns to von Richten and says, "My friend." Oh wait, is Casimir, is he unconscious or dead?
He died. He had Luke's.
Okay. Oh, I thought I didn't have to do from what you said. 18. Uh-huh. Okay. I go towards Casimir. What, it's difficult terrain? Ah, okay. Okay. In that case, I say to Lorem, my friend, stupid things have happened down here. Let's not make it more stupid. And I hand him from my backpack, I grab a set of manacles, give them to Lorem, and oh no, wait, Casimir's next turn. Fuck. Um. Okay. In that case, I will. Would he be within reach of my quarterstaff, Casimir? Could I reach him from here? Uh huh. Yeah. Okay. What I'll say is I'll ready an action if he gets up, or yeah, I will smack him, but do non-lethal damage to not kill him outright when he gets back up, or if he gets back up. Yeah. So if he rolls a natural 20, I'll just give him the one tap and he'll go just unconscious.
No. Oh, yep. He did.
Well, he's dead.
F.
I'm going to walk up to Casimir's body. I'm going to take out my.
Richter,
Yeah, nothing
let's
great.
tie him up first before you do anything.
Well, of course, that's what I'm intending to do. As I'm taking my rope out of my thing, I'm gonna lasso his hands together.
And maybe close his mouth because magic.
Cut 2 foot off the end of the rope and tie that round his head. Then
Yes.
and then use
Exactly.
then use revivify. Because he died less than 6 seconds ago. And there's no roll for that, so it's just. No, it's for your own good. Now just wait. That's the end of my turn.
Yeah. I'm waiting for him to present me with a book. I continue to wait. Then I continue to wait.
Yeah, so I want to ask the rogue skeleton about if he has any books with information about this place and the gods that he has locked in the basement. I will look up, yeah. Come to Papa. Yes.
Yes. Uh, I just move away, sit down, and stare at the sodden sarcophagus, and not do anything at all further. Tired. Disadvantage.
Whoa.
And I'm back to being very big.
Big Lauren returns.
Oh, for fuck's sake. Who's messing with my die? With my dice?
It's Joby's cheat engine.
Lies. It's undetected.
just sit there and do nothing. Just stare at it, and that's it. That's the end of my turn. I'm dead after this.
Feeling too exhausted and knowing that this skeleton is trying to, what I can only assume is like scribe in this book or whatever. Uh, being exhausted, I literally just sit down here at this little table and just give myself like a little bit of R&R, since there's nothing going on, everything feels safe right now, and I'm just gonna hang out here and just relax.
Von Richten and Seraphim have been whispering in chat to each other that we're going to carry Casimir upstairs, and as we go upstairs, we at least try and take Lorm with us. Yeah, he's manacled and gagged, so.
Yes, one fight in front of the other.
And we're making explicit preparations, like bounding in his hands and his mouth to take away his somatic and verbal components of his spells, so he cannot cast spells. Well, at least those that require one of those two. Okay. Lorm, you come with us? Let's go upstairs and have a talk about everything that happened so far.
I'm just gonna sit a bit longer.
Well, my friend, it seems a bit dangerous down here.
I'll be fine.
Don't you think, Von Richten?
Well, I was going to say, Lorem, that wasn't exactly a request. Let's go
just
talk
stare
about
at-
why you want to keep touching this thing.
And I'll just focus on the stone again.
What do you think, Von Richten? I don't think we can leave him down here.
No. He's in some sort of trance.
Well, I may have an idea, actually.
You can do web him.
Oh, sorry, the DM was sending me shit. I have a reply to that, DM, but we'll come back to that later. What is the... Ta-da-da-da. I believe Gary's still down here.
He would be, yeah. He'd follow any command anyone down there would give him.
Gary.
Obviously, that doesn't require him hurting himself.
No.
like I do.
Within
That's my
reason.
job. That's my job. I use him. I hurt him, and he loves me for it.
Jump off this cliff, Gary.
Do it now.
Now do it again.
Just imagine what's going through his head as he's falling. Oh, not this again.
Gary, I have a non-self-destructive request for you. Could you... Could you stand in between Lorem and this amber sarcophagus? I want to be sure that he does not touch it again. He may remain here, but he cannot touch it again. Under no circumstance. So I imagine Lorem sitting there and looking from underneath Gary's legs, like he can see under Gary, sitting on the floor.
He doesn't genderify. He's fluent, depending on the situation. Well, you used him as a skeleton horse, but really he's a celestial horse. We just used the skeletal war horse cheat because it was easier, wasn't it? He's technically see-through, isn't he?
Yeah.
Oh, there you go. Then he is see-through. Yeah.
Circumstances.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, sorry, I didn't even think of that. Yeah,
like my mage hand.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Okay.
he wouldn't be a very good obstacle for visual blockage. Just.
So as Gary stands there, I'll say, if anything happens, if he tries to get through you, give a shout out to Bax telepathically, okay, Gary? And I give him like a rub on the nose as we pass this way. I can't move Casimir now, by the way, because he's hostile. Just so you know. Yeah, I'd like to have a conversation above, but I'll give other people room to talk first.
I was going to say, I'm going to assume that I'm just walking with them, but just as I'm walking out, just go, for added measure, I'm going to, this lovely block of stone on the floor here, I'm going to use the lovely spell. Where is it? Stone
Is it
shape.
Oh, okay. I thought you were going to use Celestial Guardian. That's such an awesome spell for this situation.
No, but I do have that, but then this is even better, to be honest with you, for this situation. You can also shape stone door or its frame to seal the door shut. The others create 2 hinges and a latch, but da-da-da. But would this assume that I can make the floor, like, just come up and make, like, a blockage? I can manipulate stuff. Well, it seems like I can make a door out of nothing. It means I can make it. No, because no, because it. Well,
Magic.
I can't. So fuck you. But what constitutes a weapon? Because I could just make a big spike and it's like a weapon coming out of the ground. That's a weapon. Well, fuck you, I'll just walk upstairs. You can't say I'm a trier.
At least you tried.
Yeah, that's my turn.
Yeah. I outstretch my hands. Say, what's my best skill? None of them. Right. What would you say that was then? Athletics, there's a sleight of hand, maybe. I'd really love a dexterity saving throw. Okay. For the love of Christ. I'm so sorry. I'm feeling weak from the previous fight. Please forgive my clumsiness. I, as a learner, respect all knowledge in all shapes and forms. I will take good care of this. Can I just ask, what is it? I'll thank you so much. I'll go and take a seat over here and then plonk myself down and start reading. Assuming that is me, I'm moving because I can't actually see anything, just circles. Cool. That's my turn. Does help with what, sorry? Oh, it's popped up now. Yes, thank you.
Sure. I'll go sit next to him. I wait for him. Or no, I will ask him. So, what can you tell me, or what information do you have about the gods you have locked in your basement and this place? Because I'm sure he's forgotten it already. What I was actually wanting. I'm Trish. I'm your lifelong friend. You haven't forgotten me. Okay.
Yep. I step up and move around Gary to around here and then look at the stone a little bit more closely and just ask it, what are you? So a 4. Hmm. Do I still have a little bit of willpower left, or is it just this urge that I have to fulfill? Okay, can I... Sorry, you first. Can I perceive that this is not something that is natural to me, or do I just go with it? Yeah. For the moment, I sit down and start meditating a little bit. Just rolling in my... rolling the question in my head and the answers that have been given. And that's the end of my turn.
Still feeling completely exhausted and knowing that my chances of reading any book here are going to be slim to none. I'm just going to have a skim over the book with Bax as well. And that's pretty much it. I'm just going to have a little, me and Bax
Study
are gonna
buddy.
be study buddies.
Study buddy, yeah. Gonna help me cram for my exam, right?
Yeah.
Gary can only, sadly, only talk to me. He telepathically can understand and receive what I say. I'm not sure he can to anyone else. Well, he can communicate with me understand what I'm saying, and I hear him over a mile distance. But the sheet says that he's above average intelligence for his type of animal. So I can assume that he could understand what other people simple instructions, like asking him to infiltrate an enemy stronghold and do reconnaissance is probably a bit too far. Whereas asking him to stand there and watch someone, and if they move, alert me. That's I would say is more than plausible in my eyes. But then you're the DM, so okay. So he's telling me that he's telling me what? Sorry, exactly. I'm confused because I have no idea why Gary's telling me this because I didn't know his Terraform had told him to inform him. So I just tell him, okay, just watch, keep watching. I I don't know, can I? I don't know why he's telling me this. Okay, Gary, thanks for the update. Keep doing you.
As a player, I thought I asked him to not let him pass. Uh-huh. Okay, so if because Seraphim would probably understand that, as he goes up, not assuming that Lorem already passed him, he would just say to Bax what he asked Gary to do, just so Bax knows and can relay that it's trustworthy. Mm-hmm.
I-
Or now, like, if that's hard to retcon.
Can I have a
Well,
I-
I
I'll have a
assume
topic in the
it would
background.
take slightly more than 6 seconds to take Casimir up and then put him down, go to Bax, tell him this is happening. So I'm fine if that happens just now and Lorem already passed him. Like, that feels just as natural to me. Um, I wait. I need to see the other map actually. I put Casimir. No, I have it. No, I was looking at the wrong map. That was the problem. I'm for some reason I cannot move Casimir again, but I'll move here, drop Casimir next to Bax, and say to Bax and Zuckert, we brought him back. He died, but von Richten saved his life. I'm a bit worried about him though. And oh, by the way, Bax, I asked Gary if he could stand between Lorem and the coffin that he touched. I feel like it's too dangerous. Could you relay that to Gary again?
Gary told me that Lorem's already moved. He wants to know what to do.
I don't know, but I have a feeling that a couple strange things have happened. People are reacting in unnatural ways. We should all get up here and discuss what we should do about it.
Perhaps it's wise to go back down and bring Lorem up then. I'll tell Gary not to let him touch, to do what he can to stop him from touching the statue.
Yes.
As you know, my main priority is Gary's safety. That's all I care about.
Yes, of course, Bax. I would understand. That horse would feel
Means
more
everything to me.
than just like a horse to you. It's your companion.
It's my friend. It's my weapon.
I am not that strong, though. So could either one of you or both of you? He also looks at Zuckett. Help me bring Laura upstairs. He doesn't seem to be willing to come up by himself.
Are you sure? I tell Gary to make sure that Lorem doesn't touch, like to do whatever it takes to stop Lorem from touching the statue until I get there.
And also, Trish, could you keep an eye on Casimir here in that case? I just don't want him to run about, you know? You're muted.
Yeah. Is Casimir within my line of sight or?
Yeah, he's across the room.
Yeah. Um, I guess I can respond, right?
Yeah.
I'll,
Yeah.
well, I'm going to learn some things from this man, but I'll try to keep like one eye on Casimir and one eye on the learnings.
Okay. Cool. Let's go. And I go back down. That's my turn. Yep.
As I was walking up the stairs, I had my scroll of stone shape in front of me, and yes, it does take the beat shit off. You touch a stone object of medium size, smaller in sections of stone, no more than 5 feet in any direction, and form it into any shape that suits your purpose. Ah, nice. So I turn around, walk back down the stairs, walk in front of Lauren and say, "Don't touch." Touch the stone on the floor and pull it up. So he can't touch the stone. There's a big stone in front of him. You touch a stone of medium or smaller size. You touch a stone object of medium size or smaller, or a section of stone no more than 5 feet in any dimension, and form it into any shape that suits your purpose. I take a stone slab out the floor, pull it up. Well, move in front of him, in between him. Well, it's the thing. We're initiative order, yeah, but we're not in combat. But we're not in combat, and the dash is a. But we're not in combat. I mean, everyone walked upstairs and everyone sat down in under 60 fucking feet, didn't they? But I can't fucking do this shit. Gary, come here.
Grab this scroll.
Let me grab your tentacle and drag me over there for some unknown reason.
Oh, I thought you were about to say, cast this, Gary. Right in front of that thing.
Well, I'll wait till bloody next turn then. I'm coming for you, Lauren. There's some reason I can't move forward quick enough.
Hello. What did I miss? Mm-hmm. Okay. Is it my turn now? Is it? Right. So I turn to Sucky and say, would you like to accompany me downstairs?
Yeah, I could do that.
Right.
I'm still quite exhausted though.
I feel you. I too am feeling rather fatigued, but let us go and retrieve Lauren before something else happens. I mean, maybe get some rest. And
Oh god, not this again.
but I cannot leave my good friend and confidant Gary down there alone. I must go and retrieve him. I go forth knowing the risk, and I'll get up and I will dash down the stairs. I will dash down the stairs while telling Gary to make sure that he stops Lorem if he moves any closer.
Can't I retcon a dash?
Without killing him, but he will physically bump him if he has to. He's to give his life in service of this cause.
Yes.
I am. I'm waiting for Fancy Grants to come back up, but yeah, if you can just move me down 60 feet. No. Well, if I brought Gary, I could have moved 120. God damn it. Uh-huh.
Yep. That's all I wanted to move was 30 feet. From the. There we go. I'll wait until it loads up. Okay, so we could see Lorem just fine from right here, right? Like I'm halfway up the staircase. I could see Lorem just fine. Okay. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I just wanted to make sure that I could physically see him from right where I'm standing. That's fine.
It is my turn, yes. I can't. Okay.
Some information about the gods you have locked downstairs. Um, well, I was expecting to ask that basically during the turn, but do I still hear the voices while we're up here? Uh, 8 with advantage, you say, right? And 12. So that's a different voice. And that's the one that I was that is that the one that I was asking about? Like what can I hear? Is that okay, I'm going to think really hard. Who are you? And wait for a response.
Hmm. Yeah. No.
No.
I just heard you say, yeah. And then you said, that's what you hear in your head.
My ding ding dong.
Um,
Ding ding a dong, ding ding a dong, bim bam
well,
boom.
if I still can, I'm going to think back. Like, what are you? What do you want from me? What do you want? And I think that would be nearing the end of my turn. Right. No. Do you still need to ask this question? Of course I. Right. So when I ask anything about like who are you, what do you want, nothing concrete, just release me basically. Yeah. Um.
We'll eat Bayern. Oh, I was just quoting Monty Python. All good.
Says the guy quoting it the most.
Do as I say, not as I do.
I mean, I was waiting for an answer from you. I'm quite disappointed, if I'm honest.
Me neither.
You make me cry. I'm gonna put my sunglasses on so you can't see me crying now.
Like one tear coming underneath. I've seen that movie at least twice, and I do not remember this scene.
It's when they're in Area 51 and they see the alien and they're doing the operation on him.
Oh, it has been such a long time ago. Yeah.
Oh, right.
His name's not Data.
It
They
is.
opened a mind and started shouting.
Yeah, it's
It's
Data
not
from.
Data. It's Bert Spindler, but his name in Independence Day is not Data. It's
No,
it's
it's-
oh
It's
crap!
still
It's
Data.
someone who's not. Yeah. Okay.
You can literally type in Data from Independence Day and it comes up with him.
Right. I'll just be quiet. I just like. I just personally. I just personally like Bert Spindler's work. He's done a load of stuff, and I think he's an amazing actor. But yes, he is most he's most recognized as Data. But he is awesome actor.
Data was cool.
Yep.
Order 69! Whey!
That's what he said.
You just need to.
Oh wait,
Ah.
Order 69 is a Star Wars thing?
No,
66.
no, 66.
No,
I'll be
It's-
right back.
Order
It says
69
in
the
a-
McDonald's thing.
in an attempt to execute Order 69, the Jedi Knight Etang Tur Mukan was killed.
Yeah, but it's a McDonald's thing. Just look in Talk HQ.
Oh, it's also a movie. It's a small. The movie is so small it doesn't.
It's a porno.
It's a TV movie.
Rule 34. Hello, Lily. Hello.
On the Urban Dictionary, it says Order 69. So it's like Order 66, except instead of the clone troopers hunting down and killing their Jedi generals, they rape them instead. I know,
Of course.
weird.
Rule 34. So what's Rudy gonna do? He's gonna fuck you up.
Also, on Urban Dictionary, Order 69. It's Order 66, but instead of getting rid of all the Jedi, we get rid of all the weebs.
Why is my boss trying to add me on Snapchat?
Well,
Kind of cool though.
No.
it's for them spicy pictures.
All right.
Oh, who is sending spicy pictures?
My boss.
Huh? Are you taking spicy pictures of your boss?
No. I don't want spicy pictures. He's greasy as shit.
I
He's a greasy salesman. Fuck him.
mean, that can come after the spicy pictures.
Ooh. Hello, Susan.
Hi, Susan.
Hello,
Good
Susan.
Hi, Susan.
Susan?
Hi. Susan!
Bring me the spicy pictures from the boss.
What you saying, Susan? What you saying?
Tell you to fuck off.
Yeah, she's gone on silence. She's like, she won't stand on camera. Look, just walk forward. Ever so slightly. You can see your silhouette. Oh no. Oh, no.
There we go.
She's trying to call the dog. And go on.
Phantom.
Oh. There goes the dog.
Hi, doggo.
The fucking diva my dog is.
Do you ever let your dog run and then shout, Phantom?
Fenton! No, but I will from now on. Jesus Christ, Fenton!
Yep.
Yes. Very on me.
No.
I was really concerned, and I thought my stuff had frozen. I can't launch Steamscape because it would crash my internet again.
No.
I have to be really stingy on my bandwidth because it can
Yeah,
only
we
handle
can
so much.
still hear it. We can still hear it in your voice. Yeah.
That's just there's no difference when it's working normally. That's just my voice. That's just me. I crap out sometimes.
Yep. That's
Joby is a robot confirmed.
So that episode out of Battlestar Galactica out of Mitchell and Webber. He goes, "Oh, one of us is Cylon. What do you think, Dom?"
Feed me oil. Feed me oil.
Does not compute. You're right. I think it's Gary in maintenance. Oh god, that's such an awesome episode. Yes, it was. Is that Guardian Angel and the kid on a bike? One of the first ones they did. That was the opener, and they fought crimes. One was literally an angel of the Lord, and one was just the kid that rode a bicycle. So he had nothing. He couldn't do anything. Oh, so funny. Yeah, right. Wait. We got skulls on our uniforms. Are we the bad guys? I- that line has been ripped off so many times in so many films as well. Yeah, I said, has anyone
Oh,
seen the greatest war moments in color? Has anyone watched that?
I actually watched that the other day. Yeah, yeah.
That is amazing. Like, y- yes,
I watched
Midway,
the Stalingrad
Hiroshima.
one the other
Yeah,
day.
yeah. And the fact that it being in color really does change it completely. It's so unreal.
And the frame rate.
Oh, it's insane. But
Yeah,
did you
they
know
come
that
alive.
just before the Blitzkrieg, there was actually a tailback when all the tanks were caught in a massive long traffic jam. That if and the French had seen it, and if they actually attacked, if the commander actually believed the reports from his own spy planes, and they could have attacked the entire German military division and just wiped them out, the war would never have happened. Like there were literally miles and miles of tanks all caught up in a traffic jam. But he was told, and he's like, "Oh no, it can't be true. It can't be true." It's absolutely insane. With the two radar guys saying, "Oh yeah, we see someone coming," and he's like, "Nah, ignore it. It's fine. It's fine." It's nuts, isn't it? Absolutely nuts. Oh, the carriers, yeah, and having to find them at the same time from different angles. Absolutely insane, isn't it?
Ooh,
Sorry,
talking
we
about that.
digress.
No. What
I've
you call?
recently watched it and I was amazed by it, like totally
Have
amazed.
you watched the film with Benedict Cumberbatch about how they did
Yeah,
the
the
Enigma
Code
mission?
Breaker.
Yeah.
Benedict
Uh,
Cumberbatch.
Benadryl Cabbage Patch. Yeah.
About the what's his name? The Code Breaker.
Yeah, Alan Turing. As
And
I
yeah,
say, there's a place up near me called
Enigma.
Sandbach. That's
Enigma. Yeah, he was not credited for it, was he? Because he was a homosexual,
no,
and it
but do you
wasn't
know how
until
they
quite long
found out
after.
though?
What
He
I
was
love it
put in
how
prison even.
No, he
I
And
love
hasn't.
it,
and
yeah, and castrated, yeah.
Yeah,
I love
chemically
how they broke
castrated.
it because literally every message ended with the words "Hell Hitler."
Yeah.
So the only
Oh
German
no,
name
yeah,
you
it
could know
was
Hell Hitler.
from they cracked it from the one general always signing off the same way, didn't they?
Yeah.
And that's how they managed to finally crack it. But it's absolutely insane, isn't it? Some of the stuff that happened during the war, like absolutely insane. It's like
Sorry, what were we talking about?
the American the bombardiers, the American bombardiers were never credited in the end of war speech, were they? It wasn't until a bit after where they were finally recognised because of that bombing in that Germantown when there was like
Dresden.
25,000. Yeah, Dresden. 25,000 civilians killed in one night, and the president purposely did not name them when he named like every single branch of the military at the end of the World War speech, but he did not mention Bomber Command because he wanted to distance himself from that event. Thousands and thousands of bombers gave their lives during the war, and they weren't credited for it
Yeah.
until like the 1970s. Absolutely insane.
Well,
just like the
Second
15
World
million
War.
Russians that died.
Sorry, I digress. I've recently gotten into this, and it's just completely blown my mind.
No, I love World War II stuff. I'm seeing if my cable's long enough to get to the fridge. No, it's not. So, never mind. Yes.
As ready as we can be.
Yes.
Well, for starters, I want to try again to see if I can resist the allure of the stone before I move on. Mm-hmm. I will basically lose. God dang it. I will still try if I can break loose this time. How did I do the twice thing?
Click the this
Yes.
button.
Okay. So this Constitution, there we go.
Hey.
You fucked up.
Yeah, means I'm moving forward.
Can I contest it?
Gary will try and knock Lorm over, try and prevent him from because he's behind him, right? To try and knock him off his feet onto the floor.
Oh, he almost put him unconscious.
I use my wooden cane and slap him around the face. And fucking miss.
Jesus Christ.
Oh, wait,
You attack. Oh no, but you attack your nearest ally.
wait.
He's
So-
technically an ally.
I like this
Can I
magical thinking.
do the
I can live
thing-
with this.
Can I do the thing that I just messaged you this time, DM? Okay. So
Oh,
as he's swinging
oh.
his cane, I grab his wrist, twist it so it's in a log, step forward, and touch the rock while holding Von Richten.
Yeah, wood's not conductive though. But can't I have the effects table effect thing? Technically, Lorem is an ally, so my fumble is to attack an ally. So before he could do that, just as he grabs my cane, punch him in the face.
No, technically I grab your wrist and I twist it in a lock, so you can't move that hand anymore.
I kick him in the balls.
And run away. It says attack or spell. I
Well-
see the DM wants to, but
Well, do you want to? Do you want? Or can't I have like an in between a spell and an attack and have a a cantrip?
Luke, take it at a disadvantage. You can still try. He just said so.
No, but I wanted to sacred flame him in the face.
You might be able to save us both.
So you
Just-
grab my cane, okay? Then this RP this shit. Then you
No,
grab
no,
my
I
cane.
grab your wrist.
Oh,
Very specifically, grab your wrist, twist it, so you basically are in a lock.
okay. As you twist round and lock it, the sheath flies off the cane, and I'm going to attack you with my sword at disadvantage. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, do it, do it.
No.
Ah.
But I wasn't.
I'm
What's your
afraid
AC?
not.
Damn it!
13.
Oh.
I swear to God, if this hurts me, Larum, I'm fucking you up.
Sorry.
Susan's nicked my lighter, bitch.
Hmm.
She is a...
That is my turn.
Do I see anything happening other than the fact that he keeps touching the stone and getting damaged? But he does definitely seem completely drawn to it, right?
Whoops.
I just walked down to where Bax is. Because I don't want to hurt the poor guy.
Gary will again attempt to not kill, just knock out Lorem to stop him from touching the stone. It's to Gary. He doesn't know Lorem anyway. Like he could be like Casimir because Casimir's just turned on us, isn't he?
Well, there's the map. I think something got lost because when I dropped Casimir, I started already moving down, so I calculated complete movement. Yeah, there you go. I moved downstairs as well up until here. So that... Yes. There you go. Let's see. I can see Lorem from here. I'm higher up, I think, a little bit still. Okay. I will... Well, I need to see what the distance is. Oh, yeah, that will... I will... Wait, can I do this at a higher level or something? No. I will expend 3 sorcery points to... I believe that's what it needs. to regain a second level spell slot, and I will cast Levitate on Lorum. How high is the ceiling here? And how high is the amber sarcophagus? Okay. I will levitate Lorum just high enough so he cannot touch the floor. And I will tell to Von Richten, you only have to give him a push. You can move him anywhere you want. I cannot move him. I can only raise him, but not move him. But he is as light as a balloon. You can just move him out of there if you want to. He cannot resist. And that is going to be my turn. He hurt his wrist.
So if I can just push Lorum away, I'm gonna push me and Lorum 15 foot backwards. Well, pull him, push, pull. You know, I'm grabbing his crotch from behind and pushing. Either way, we move 15 feet away from the stone.
Oh wait, this one.
Well, I'm gonna throw him.
Yeah, if you push him, he has like momentum, according to the spell.
Big Lorum.
He's closer to the camera. That's why he's bigger.
Pushing him into the center of the room, away from the thing. Because I was blocked up, and then he's pulled me up, and I've just gone, oh, for fuck's sake! And that'll be my turn then.
Seeing there's a floating Lorum in front of me, and I'm assuming I saw what transpired as I was on the stairs with him attacking Rudolph, or from what my perspective was, I am going to do something new. I'm going to cast Lightning Whip at him, which has a range of 15 feet, and it will pull him 10 feet towards me. If he's within range, he'd take damage, but he won't take damage because he'll still be 5 feet away from me. So I'll whip him with the leash. You want this? You want the scroll description? Of course. Mementos actions. Wait for it to load. Lightning lure, which is that one, and then wait, my button's gone. I can't share stuff. Huh. Okay. I can't. All my like extensions and stuff are gone. I can copy and paste, but that's about it. That's the spell description. The range is 15 foot. He's 15 foot from me, so he would be 5 foot away from me. Wouldn't? No, yeah, he wouldn't be within range, would he? So, 10, 15. Oh god damn it, he would be, wouldn't he? Can
You
I
still
choose
move.
not to do it? Ah, right. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Well, let's do that then. I'm not trying to keep. I'm not trying to cause him damage. I'm just trying to use the whip to bring him towards me, like, and then step out the way as the momentum carries him into Suckid. Does that make sense? So I step between me and
Oh.
Suckid, and then I'll whip him, pull him towards me, and as he's flying towards me, I'll step to one side, and then he'll get a face full of Suckid, who will then hopefully restrain him. And that will be my. I also tell Gary to move in behind, in case Lauren gets any funny ideas. And that's my turn.
I tell him, please go on.
Well, base. Yeah. Did anything happen after I touched the stone, or? Okay, so I'm floating there. I'm basically very injured, so I just let it happen. They all float down here. That is my turn.
How far up was he? Like 5 foot, 6 foot?
Oh, he's only just off the floor. His feet up.
All right. So I just walk up to him and I take my rope that I have and I bind his legs. Like completely bind his legs. I have the 50 foot of rope in my inventory and I start with his ankles and then just wrap him all the way up, up to his waist and then tie it tight. And is there a way mm-hmm. Yep. And I start like I used 5 to get up there. I start taking him upstairs.
Oh, you wouldn't have used 5 though to get up there because the momentum would have carried him into you on his turn, wouldn't he? Because he was still traveling.
All right, 5 more there. Yeah.
Yes.
And then that's it.
Why is he looking confused for? I told him. Uh, he he would come to me. I'd be devastating.
I don't understand, Daddy.
You want me I for you again? Oh God. I can't change his name to Kamikaze. I swear to God. That's Gary's turn. He wouldn't do anything. He would just wait for my command.
Yeah. Well, seeing seeing that everything is taken care of down here, I'll just wait until von Richten or like everyone is moving upstairs. I'll position myself a little bit against the wall here to let Bax and Gary pass. And that's going to be my turn. Well, actually, what is the distance on this thingy? No, I'll do that later. Yeah, that's my turn. He's manacled, by the way.
Well, I'm going to try and move away again. Is this going to assume a Constitution saving throw at disadvantage? No. But last time I couldn't move away. Am I able to move now? Well, I'll try and move away. Yes, yes. Right?
Quite.
Quite. I'm gonna use my dash action and just move out of the way, bitches!
Under Gary.
Just slide under him. Oh! Oh, it's a snail and all slimy.
Disgusting.
He is. No, it's canon.
I love how Sirenscape goes haywire when it's Joby's turn.
Is it my?
Enter the paladin.
You can't make noise, you mate. Like I have. Stop it. Shh, quiet. I can't see what's going on. Hang on. Let me switch to the. I'm here. I'm waving like an idiot without a camera on. Can you see me?
No.
No?
Oh, dear. I'll go up the stairs. I will go back up to my seat with Gary in tow, and sit down and carry on reading my book. I will mount Gary and ride him up the stairs.
Well, I'm glad we solved that.
Solving.
Wait,
Teamwork.
what if we so? The Casimir is still here, and Lorem is still clearly insane. I don't see how we're any better off than we were a minute and 15 seconds ago.
Well, at least they're not releasing gods or whatever they were doing.
Order 69.
We go back into
No,
initiative.
No. I was going to say, is that, shall we move these two to the middle of the room and started the interrogation of why they're trying to do these things?
Yes, I think that's smart.
Wait, do you need us to step out while you do this interrogation?
Also, can I just object to the word interrogating? I will comply with anything.
You didn't comply to any other message that we asked of you in the past 10 minutes. So something tells me that you're not going to be compliant if I let you out of those restraints, Lauren.
And how will torture help?
Well, interrogation is not
I
Sure,
said
my
the
friend.
torture
interrogation.
necessarily.
I am not a torturer. I'm a doctor, sir.
Same difference.
Tell me, why have we brought this man with us? Wasn't
He
he
was-
here? He was here to protect Casimir, was he not?
No, I was here to help Casimir get his sister back. I'm just as confused as to what he's doing as you lot are.
So why are you
Well,
trying
what
to
were
touch
you
the stones?
doing?
It is not trying to release, trying to find. It is very important that I find someone.
Find who?
Whom?
Well, you know, I don't know you enough to let you into the quests I've got, but it is very important that I find her. And I thought
Well-
maybe she was
I
down there.
don't.
Lauren, you are not in a bargaining position, sir. You are surrounded by everyone else. You reveal this information, or we will discard you in this temple.
Phew.
I hate to make an ultimatum, but you've already put the party at grave peril in more than one occasion.
Right. Fine. Just get us to a comfortable place and I will talk to any question that you ask, as long as they're not too personal.
Okay, my first question. Why won't you turn your webcam on?
Because it is broken.
Such a missed opportunity to say because it's personal.
Yeah, I'm just sitting here completely naked, fondling
Right?
myself, you know?
What the
look,
hell?
now
I
you're
left for
starting
like. Sorry, I left for 5
Yes.
seconds.
Now he's
Sorry.
starting to sound like a Zero Dead member.
My girlfriend is looking very confused now.
Sorry,
As is
I
tradition.
disconnected for like 10 seconds. What the hell did I just miss?
You can see it on YouTube, Joby, if they don't demonetize Sebas.
Oh, they will.
I put some movement for everyone, just so we are not stuck on the staircase there.
So can we
I'll
move
keep
Casimir as
levitate. I'll. Yeah, I couldn't move Casimir. I don't know why.
well? Can I move here? And move
Um,
Casimir next to Lauren.
Levitate is not uncomfortable, but it's gonna be there for the next 9 minutes. Yep. So, Lauren, I really need to know. You seemed to be not completely yourself, while you seemed almost charmed by that amber sarcophagus. What was that all about?
Sorry, you dropped off a bit. I could
I
only
s-
hear a large mechanical noise.
I said, you seemed rather fascinated by the amber sarcophagus. You almost didn't seem yourself. What was that all about?
He told me she was the one I was looking for.
Who did?
Whatever is in that coffin. Whoever is in that coffin.
Did you come looking for it?
Oh,
No. No, I've been looking for it for a couple of years now. But I did not come here to look for it. I did not expect to find it here at all. This place is vile.
Trish, did you feel anything down there? You said you remembered this place like a couple of us did. Did the sarcophagus did anything to you?
Well, I don't know about the sarcophagus, but I did hear a voice asking me to release it.
Did it also tell how? Oh. Well-
do you know more, Mr. Skeletal?
Oh, he is called Exothanther, everyone.
You are, sir.
I think we already established that you are called Exothanther.
We are your friends, remember?
We
We're
are
not under the-
You're,
we are the new members of the people that are supposed to protect this place. We're not here to substitute you, we're here to help you. We've already established that.
well, our names are not important right now.
Well,
Oh,
my
you will
name is
forget them
Seraphim.
again in a minute.
That's Jim, that's Bob, that's Dave, that's Keith.
But, Exothanther, what do you know about this?
Can I do
Are
an
you
Arcana
asking?
check?
Yeah, go ahead.
I was gonna say, can I do an Arcana check on Exothanther to see if he's cursed?
Oh, that's a good one, actually. Like, it's not maybe not magical. It's a curse.
Boom!
Oh, fucking nice. Didn't you allude last week that um because he turned into this and the sheer time and like detriment to his mind over the years led up to this?
Can you roll for me, please? Because I can't. go back in.
Wait.
A casual
someone-
I rolled a
25.
Look at that, 19 dropped to 19.
Thank you.
It's a good roll, Joe, considering circumstances.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
Ah.
okay. As his attention goes to someone else besides me, I will one by one message every party member. For now, besides Lorem, that this is the case.
Do you want to do a Constitution saving throw for when you message me?
If you're within range of me, you'd get a. Okay.
Oh, take 1d4 psychic damage, please.
Oh. Well, that's my
Sorry.
first damage of the day. Yes. Yeah. I'll make a mental note of discussing this with Von Richten. Oh wait, because he doesn't look like he heard me, right? Okay, in that case I'll whisper it to him.
Yes.
Don't say his name. His mind resets.
I will call him Bob.
Yes.
Steve?
Tim.
Bob. I kind of lost track of the conversation, guys. What were we trying to do here?
We're your friends. I'm Trish, and you were telling us about the gods you have in your basement.
Well, what happens when someone touches the sarcophagus? Yes,
But
understood.
hypothetically,
Yes.
what would happen?
Yes.
Yes,
Yes.
he's Lord of the Land. Yes, of course we know who.
Well, he's a. He... Yeah, well, he's a vampire now, so maybe that would explain his semi-liveliness.
Oh,
Next time we see him, we'll pass the message along.
why
you-
did
Happened.
Yeah.
Order 69.
Go ahead, Luke.
So, what happened the last time he was here then? Did you have an argument or something? It's a bit weird for your friend just not to come and see you after hundreds of years.
wait? What?
I'm gonna walk over to Bob and console him. It's not your fault, sir.
Turn into what? So
What
he's a
thing?
bit more than a vampire.
I'm
It's
gonna give
okay.
him a hug. I'm gonna.
We have been
No,
downstairs.
Please go
Uh,
on.
Bob.
You were saying something. Yes. You were explaining that Strahd turned into that thing. But what is that thing exactly?
It is not your fault, sir.
Why did
Yes.
Strahd touch the coffin? Why did Strahd touch the coffin? Did you show it to him? Did he go down there himself? But sir, I do not think you are a monster. I just have heard stories about Count Strahd being very manipulative, and I was wondering if he perhaps persuaded you in some way to touch the coffin. What exactly will happen?
Yes.
He's looking at you, Casimir. He
Yes,
wasn't
Bob.
he downstairs? Does he not remember that Casimir touched it in front of his face?
No, because
No,
we said
he
his name's
reset.
in the-
All right.
He is. He tried to touch
Yes.
one of the sarcophagus. We won't lie to you. No, no.
Oh, yes, he did.
Yes,
No.
he did.
Why?
Well, we did.
We
He
did
was
actually.
shouting
We
something
did
about
know
him.
We
about
did.
that.
We revived him. But now he's.
What
Why?
happens when they touch it?
Well,
What?
did you, Casimir? And I'm gonna pull his gag down for a second. Huh?
Oh, watch out! He can cast
Why?
spells when you do that. Oh, wait. Hold up. No. Could I see him cast or see or hear him casting the spell? I will counterspell at 3rd level. It depends on the level of his spell. If it's 3rd level or lower, yeah, it's DC 10 plus the spell level. So if it's a 6th level spell or lower, I succeed.
Put
I
the
kick him
back
again. Nailed it.
on. 16.
Okay.
You keep your mouth shut. I tried to play nice with you. Now stop it.
I just kind of wobble a bit away from him.
Are you floating still, in you?
He gets an attack of opportunity.
Lorem cannot move. Well, Lorem is in the air.
Yeah.
He cannot touch anything. I would levitate him at a...
He
Wow.
was attached to a rope that Zuck was holding, right, as a balloon.
Yay! I'm a
Put it back.
flotilla. Fear me. Wow. When I'm high enough. Hey. So, good sir, please tell me what does happen when somebody touches the sarcophagi? What could happen? That is well established at this point. I am your brother twice removed. He is doing fine. Bit weird in the hat at the moment, but still. Well, bit weird in the hat is what I say.
Back to the question.
Yes. What happens when you touch the sarcophagi?
The bigger question is then, why are they even locked up?
In what sense?
How
Well,
does one give a soul to this?
What happens if they break free? Moved?
Just another question, maybe a weird one. Thank you. What hypothetically would happen if somebody were to touch the sarcophagi without making any deal with the occupant inside? Are you quite certain? You seem to forget a lot. Oh, bugger. Can somebody go check down there if the sarcophagi is not cracked? Because I think I may have made a mistake.
Where's the
Yeah.
one
Good
that
work.
Strahd broke?
Yeah.
Some sort of Order 69 should be invoked.
Go ahead, Luke.
Where is the sarcophagus that Strahd had broken? Where is the entity now that was inside?
Was it shaped like a tree?
Does it have a name? You'll find out next week.
Don't break the immersion, Luke. Let's go.
Oh, go.
What
Oh.
are the name? Sorry.
We.
Gah.